good matchup on tap in Denver. The Cubs take on the Rockies. Next. Nothing but blue skies above as you get a look there at Coors Field in downtown Denver. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Central leading Chicago Cubs and the Colorado Rockies. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs Baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike's side. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, and both of these guys are going to have their work cut out for them in this game. It's awfully hot down there today, and you got to make sure you take in a lot of fluids because it's easy to tire out quickly in this kind of weather, especially if you run into a long inning or two.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs as Joe Maddon will line them up like this. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Now a quick look at the defensive alignment for the Rockies. Dexter Fowler will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today.
For the Cubs, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
And look out. Boy, an auspicious way to begin our ball game here this afternoon. These Rockies, Eric Karros, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, and this game's not always that hard. You hit the ball, you throw the ball, you catch the ball, but lately they haven't been doing any of the 3 particularly well. That's going to need to change, and soon.
Here's the 2-0. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1. And you figure to see that changeup more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often. Yeah, an easy fly ball there to start the ball game. One of the big keys for him in this one is gonna be keeping that leadoff man off base. He's off to a good start here.
Now the first pitch. Chris Bryant comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here it comes. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate, 1 and 2 now.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And a throw on to Morneau for out number 2. Now, and it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now, the question is, if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe, and wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
Has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. A dozen home runs and 34 driven in. The 1-0 home. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. The 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here's the 1-2. He's running towards second. As hard hit back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Now a long throw to third.
Well, here's a manager showing early on that he's not going to play it close to the vest. They put the runner in motion, and this is the perfect hit and run. Now there's runners on the corners, and they're in a good spot to drive in the game's first run.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he'll get a slider up that time, but he swings through it for the first strike. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Montero waits, now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Now the 1-2 home to Montero. Out in front of it as this is pulled down the line to first. Reyes. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Oh, and he nearly got that double play. He needed to get himself out of the inning. But you see the good hard slide here at second base and the return throw just a little too late. So that'll be scored a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Starlin Castro will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. First pitch coming. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
He waits, now the pitch. Another fastball, another cold strike, 0-2 now.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2, and now you've got to put that early run behind you and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
Comes set, now the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. Here now the 2-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Cubs lead this one 1-0.